Hello April, end of April and beginning of May. Real quick here, about to start on a new video, but let's talk about what we've done this month. When I say we, I mean me. First of all, video for this month, I do have one, but it's not ready for the very end of this month, unfortunately. It's just a matter of it's not quite yet done and something else going on with the whole technical part of it. So I'll get that out Saturday morning. So it really should be out Saturday morning, May 1st? No, May 2nd, so shucks. I'm gonna miss it by a couple days, but there is one essentially for this month. It's just coming out a couple days late. And I also I have a plan for one in May. May is a month with 31 days and I'm trying to use as much of the time as possible for the video that, I guess I don't wanna overhype it or anything like that, but I've really wanted to do this video for a long time. So hopefully I'm able to accomplish what I set out to do and hopefully it'll be a good video. Hopefully it'll be out for May, but I suppose if it takes a little extra time, it might take a little extra time. Some of you might be thinking, what about that collaboration thing you've been talking about? That's getting pushed back further. So I'll keep you updated on that for now. No one knows what it is anyway, so it's just whatever. But collaborative video, hopefully out by the end of this year. I guess we'll leave it at that. But there is a video game review that should be out Saturday morning, May 2nd. So I'll keep you updated via this, which you probably aren't gonna watch it twice, I don't blame you, and Twitter. Hey, it's like Saturday morning cartoons, Saturday morning review. I don't know if it's like that, but there it is, done. Naturally, that will be available on Retroworld TV first, and I'll put the link for that as well. And then it will be available about a week later on my YouTube channel. Update on the YouTube channel, I was able to monetize on my videos and that's up and going now. So hopefully that's going well. Let me know feedback if anything needs to be adjusted or whatever, but it's just kind of like some ads are gonna be in there and stuff, so I don't know. But thank you to everyone that gave me your opinions on that over the last couple months when I talked about it and everyone was on board and I really appreciate that. The extra money is going to help me be able to, of course, pay some bills I was talking about before, which I think I'm good now, and go to Japan. I want to go to Japan this year. So hopefully I can shoot some cool video of that, make a cool video. We'll see what happens. You know, maybe get a GoPro and shoot a really cool video for Japan. I don't know. We'll see what I can do. Podcast for this month. Andrew was not on it for, I think, the first time ever. He wasn't able to make it, sick and that kind of stuff. I was joined this time by BEYAUN, producer Snafu, talked about him many times in the videos, what up BEYAUN, and Adam, Squarepainter, who was nice enough to be on the show. So this one is about artists who were influenced by retro video games. So obviously Squarepainter, you know, he paints, I've shown some of his artwork to you guys know what I'm talking about. Links to his stuff below as well. And definitely check out his stuff. It's freaking amazing. And like just the, oh my God, level of detail he's put into these, it's insane. And of course, Ben, who has made several chiptune albums, and maybe there's something like that in the works, I don't know. I guess I already told you guys that I've got a track that will hopefully be on that album when it comes out, and I'll keep you posted on that. Also, my album, no progress has been made on that, sorry. So that will be pushed back as well a little bit because I've been busy with this other stuff. Unfortunately, as a result of this video that I'm working on now, the podcast is going to take some time to edit, so it will be up early May is what I'm expecting, kind of like the one for this last month. And oh, by the way, that's up now. And so you can check that out too. The one from last month, it came out late this month, sorry. That was technical problems. I got to edit it in time and then just technical problems. Don't you know I hate them? They're the worst. I hate technical problems. But I will say one thing that I was able to figure out, and I think it'll be good for this first video review that I've done correctly in the longest time. I wasn't able to figure out the interlacing, and I talked about that several times. Some of you have tried to help me with that, and I'm just like technically hopeless. And some people pointed out, like Mega Man Legends video years ago was like, you know, you got your interlacings kind of messed up. I've been doing it wrong the whole time. I think I just figured it out. It's super counterintuitive what I needed to do. It's the opposite of what I thought I would need to do, but whatever. I think it's gonna work. Hopefully it's gonna be in this video, and it should be in the review that should be up on Saturday morning. Pew! I don't know why there were sound effects. Also, the video game years through, I believe, 1987. I think 1987 part 5, but there's several parts out now. Links below, all this stuff I'm talking about. Something I had mentioned, I believe it was last month, Farewell Famikamen Writer, Justin's video. Some of you had seen the trailer that he did for Famikamen Writer, and I remember seeing that at MagFest. I was like, oh my God, this looks so awesome. You know, there's a really great trailer for it, and it never came out, unfortunately, but Mars Girl decided, you know, to finish the project, and she did a great job with it. I was able to see the whole thing with everyone at MagFest, and you can watch it now too. Please check it out. It's in the links below. Definitely worth watching, especially if you're a fan of his stuff, and it was just kind of great to see, you know, that project got completed. So there's a movie now, Farewell Famikamen Writer. Have a look. Speaking of Justin, you might wonder why I'm wearing what I'm wearing. This month, actually last weekend, there was a walk put on by the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and actually Justin's mom coordinated you know, a walk specifically in honor of Justin. And that was something that I really wanted to participate in since I wasn't able to attend any kind of memorial for him. So that was kind of my opportunity to do so. So I was really grateful for her, you know, to her for doing that. And it was a great opportunity for a lot of people. So, you know, we all went up to CU Boulder, Boulder campus, and unfortunately it was very rainy. So I think that actually affected attendance a little bit, but it was still a really great turnout, and they raised over $20,000, which was amazing as of that point. But just so you guys know, the fundraiser is still open, and you can donate specifically in honor of Justin, and I will put the link to that below. So through Justin's mom, you can donate still for a great cause, and I believe that is through the end of next month or in a couple months, but you can still do that now if you wish to. Like I said, it was pretty rainy, and I guess that really did kind of affect attendance, although it was still a great success. Kind of a gloomy day, but I guess that's about appropriate. I mean, everyone there was kind of, their lives were impacted by suicide, so it was, it was a walk, I mean, it wasn't a run or anything like that. It was just kind of an event for people whose lives had been impacted by suicide to get together, and it's going to be a somber event, I suppose. That's just kind of normal, but it was very good. Glad to be able to get to attend that. So I was very grateful to his mom. Got to meet his mom, so nice. I mean, just like him, just, a really, really warm person. And she also gave me this. She gave me this yellow bandana. So she, of course, wore yellow and said, for Justin on her sign, so, could identify her and that kind of thing. And she was nice enough to give me this, and she suggested, hey, let's wear yellow so we can, get together and that kind of stuff. So it was really nice to get to meet her and talk to her, so that was great. And of course, in addition to the bandana, I have, beads. And this was my MagFest lanyard, which also included the yellow bow that someone came up and gave us in honor of Justin. So really appreciate that. His business card and that kind of stuff. So in honor of Justin. So, I know that a lot of people wanted to go that don't live in Colorado, people on Retroware, and I'm sure tons of people not on Retroware. So I walked for all you guys. If you still want to be involved in any kind of way, you can definitely donate in the link below. Those of you that are in the Colorado area, there's also going to be another walk October 3rd that Justin's mom was interested in doing a similar thing. Unfortunately, I will not be there for the October 3rd one because I'm going to be out of the state at that time. But if you wanted to, that's also information that you could find on the same website. I only just found out about the walk this last weekend, but had made plans months before for the next thing I wanted to talk about, which is Retroworld Expo. So Retroware is going to be hosting a new expo. It's Retroworld Expo. It's going to be in Connecticut. I'm gonna be there. Of course, Lance and John from Retroware TV, Pixel Dan, Gaming Historian, Game Chasers, Alpha Omega Sin. I might be missing some people, but there's gonna be a lot of people there. I'm gonna be out in Connecticut, gonna be hanging out. It's gonna be a great time. If you can come out, or if you're already out there, definitely come by. It's gonna be October 3rd. Come check it out if you can. Since I have to get back to making that video that I'm talking about that I want out soon, really wanted to have it out for you guys today because it's the end of the month, before the next month, but it's gonna be early May. I'm looking at the second Saturday morning, sorry. What I've been playing, that video game that I'm reviewing, and I don't really want to drop it. I never really like to say what I'm gonna do before I do it, just in case. You never know what's gonna happen. I might actually have problems and not end up doing it. You never know. So anyway, it's out Saturday. That was a very short what I've been playing section. Here's what I picked up. Oh my goodness, I was a dunce this month. I may have mentioned that I bought Majora's Mask X3DS version, and I had some leftover money from Dell. They gave me a $25 gift certificate for buying it through there. So I got the Ultimate NES Remix on 3DS. I already own these games, but I saw on here that you can unlock the Famicom version if you do some stuff or something. And I was like, all right, are they that different? I have no idea. So we'll see. Dragon Quest VI. I think this is the only one of the North American releases that I had yet to buy, and now I got it. Have not been playing Dragon Quest II like I was starting to do, and I just didn't have time to keep playing it. There's no time for nothing. Buddy Johnny Ketchum turned me on to this, Ghost Trick. This was a crazy idea for a game. Basically, if I don't mess this up, I think you're dead, you've been killed, and your soul's gonna be around, or your ghost is gonna be around on the earth for like another 24 hours or something before you just go to the next life or something like that. So you've got to figure out your murder, your whodunit kind of thing. Awesome idea for a game. Talked about Monster Rancher a couple months ago. This was a Monster Rancher game that I didn't have, and it's super out of focus. It's a Game Boy Color game, Monster Rancher Explorer. You might think that it's some kind of, exploring game. It's super not. It's basically a spiritual successor to Solomon's Quest. So if you like that type of game, that's what it is, which I thought was pretty sweet. Been talking about this with Brandon, my coworker Brandon, the Fatal Frame series. I was like, hey, I never bought the third one, and I found it for a decent price, so I bought it at Dead Island. There was a buzz about this game when it first came out. I remember the trailer being pretty crazy, and then kind of fizzled out. But the voodoo that you do, or some junk, I don't know. Who do you voodoo? I barely started playing it, and I got my butt kicked real quick, and I just said, that's time for bed. So I guess this is what I was playing. Played this little, I tried all these games out, make sure they work. That's what I've been playing, because I haven't been playing jack. Been actually just studying Japanese, working out, and working on videos. That's about it. All my free time is taken up. I got no free time. Unless you consider that free time, which I guess technically it is. I'm not at work. But I'm not goofing off either. I'm not playing video games. Wish I could. House of the Dead Overkill on Wii. I don't know if this is good or nothing. I had never heard of it, and I said, hey, buying it. PS2 Vampire Knight. I didn't know this was a GunCon game. I do now. And you can play it with analog sticks, and that's, you know, you can play it. Probably better with the GunCon. Well, you probably can't see that, but Point Blank DS. Yeah, that's fantastic. It's just the card. Okay, that's stupid. Anyway, this game, probably not the best way to play it, because you just kind of touch stuff and shoot it. I mean, it's probably better for a GunCon game, which the Point Blank series was good on in the arcade, and it was also good on PlayStation for the GunCon, but this is DS, I don't know. Super Dodgeball Brawlers. Kunio-kun in the house. I just like the dodgeball games, and I like the Kunio-kun series, so I bought it. What's this called? Shoot, I don't remember what it's called. Too much kanji, I can't even say this. Oh man. Video game. If you can, this cover art is exactly the same as the cover art for the original one. What's it called? Echochrome, Japanese version. Why did I buy the Japanese version? It was super cheap. Dan? Ridge Racers, Japanese version. Why did I buy it? Cheap. Prinny, PSP. Could I overlook a penguin in a video game? Look at it. No, I couldn't overlook this. It's like the big package. I don't know if they all came like this, but it's big. Came with the music and everything. I always wanted to get this because I have the second one, so I should have the first, duh. Why didn't I get the first? It made more sense. So me and Brandon, coworker Brandon, we've been trying to dabble a little bit in the black market area, as you might be able to tell. This looks like a Famicom game. It's not. I mean, it's for the Famicom, but it is some Chinese black market. I'm not sure what it is, but it is not a direct Famicom game. But this one is Summer Carnival 92. This is a game that Justin reviewed, and it looked awesome. Super fast frenzy action on the NES if you like shooters, and it looked cool, but you know what this doesn't work in your Retron 5. It doesn't work. Dang it. Maybe someday they'll do an update, probably not to cover all the black market games. What was I thinking? Here's another black market one. We got Batman, Spider-Man, which I don't care about, but then we also have Conqueror's Bad Fur Day. Oh no, wait, that's Chippendales 2 on NES, which is crazy. And then Snow Brothers. These are two really rare games right here. I just want to play them, so it's obviously value of like $5 max, but I just wanted to play it. Man, look at that, really cool. They got like a little shiny label, like it's got, you know, shiny stuff going on. I don't know, just to cover up the fact that I haven't tried this yet. I bet it doesn't work. If I had a Famicom, it would probably work. I need to get a Famicom. That's the next step. Golemu no Maigo. This is gonna be Lost Golem, and it's a weird puzzle game, and I've hardly figured it out because I passed the first level perfect, and then I could not get past the second level. It's a really weird game, but look at how cute it is. It just looks cute, so that's why I bought it. I don't know. It's like 40 bucks, and I don't even know how to play it. I'm gonna figure it out though. Tokyo Highway Battle, aka Tokyo Extreme Racer. This was $250, as you could probably see from the label, and that's why I picked it up. I already own this game. I love Tokyo Extreme Racer on Dreamcast. I just wanted to see what the Japanese version was like, and basically what I've played so far, it's exactly the same. But for $250, I'm not gonna pass up an import game. Usually they're a lot more expensive. It's got different cover art, and there's that. Aishirudo 21. This is gonna be Ice Shield 21 for the Wii. This was a game that Justin reviewed, and I don't care about football, but this is not even for, you don't even have to care about football to like this game. You're playing, you know, with the Wiimote and stuff like that. I remember when he reviewed it, I was like, I gotta try and find that game. Found it, was reasonable, and only problem is I need to figure out how to play import games on my Wii. I've been told that it's pretty easy to get it on your SD card and then put it on there. I'm still trying to figure that out because technical, and I'm not technical, darn it. Look forward to playing that. And a lot of you are probably already aware of this, but I wasn't, and that's pretty sweet. I guess I found out about it last year. People are still creating games for the Dreamcast, just little indie project kind of stuff. People still making games from the Dreamcast. Some people's favorite system. I mean, some people say it's the last retro gaming system, whatever. Doesn't really matter. It was a great system, it just was very short-lived in the US anyway. Japan, much longer life, and now people are still making games for it. So I just thought this was really cool, so I picked a couple up. Alice's Mom's Rescue on Dreamcast. This is one such game, and I thought that I was gonna need the converter, and I actually played Lost Golem with the converter, and that worked fine. I tried to play the game with the converter for the Dreamcast on this, and I don't need to do that. It's actually not even region locked or nothing. It works perfectly fine. It's a pretty like simplistic but pretty platformer. Jumping controls are kind of, I don't know, if you've played Flash games, I guess you might know what I'm talking about. It's just kind of like this, the gravity is kind of weird. It's just kind of just like up, down, kind of, I don't know. But what I've played so far, really cool. Peepster. And look at that freaking cover art, that is wicked. You got Gunlord, and on the back, those of you that are familiar with Turrican, it's kind of like a, the way it was explained to me is it's a combination of Metroid and Contra, which is actually a pretty accurate description. It's a lot of stuff going on. I'm trying to figure out the game. What I played so far, I like it. Want to play more of it. Want to play more of any game, dang. That's all I got for this month. Look forward to the video on Saturday, hopefully Saturday morning, barring unforeseen issues. That should be out, and then a week later, of course, it comes out on my channel because you know the drill, and that's how it goes. But next month, I'm hoping, again, you know, I'm 3 for 3 here if you're not counting the fact that I'm a little late for the month. I'm 3 months in a row in any case. I'm hoping the next video will be really good, and I'm gonna spend as much time on it as I can. 31 days in the month, so we'll see what happens. Another collaboration video hopefully coming out the month after, and then the collaboration video I've been talking about for months in the coming months. So other stuff on the way. Thank you for staying tuned. Thanks for your continued patience and support. Really appreciate it. And let me know if there's anything going on with the ads I need to know about. But otherwise, that's all I got for this month. Talk to you later. Late view.